Hello YouTube, today we are installing the Husky Wheel Liners on a 2022 Ford F-150. I already have the driver's side installed and you can see it's pretty much complete. Now this is a pretty simple install. The reason why I'm making a video is there is a little issue that you're going to run into, and that is over here. So the 10mm screw or bolt that comes with the vehicle will not fit properly because the hole on the wheel liner doesn't align with the hole on the body of the truck. So this one actually, again, comes on the truck. You gotta, as a first step, you have to remove this in order to put the liner in. These are the screws that are already that come with the package, and then you have these, what they call Christmas tree fasteners. There's one there and another one over on the other side. So we'll fix that later. I'll show you how to do that. So first, to install this, you want to identify which side you're putting this on. You're going to start with the driver's side, which we already did, but to identify, you're going to look at the top. PS stands for passenger side, so that's going to go on the other side of the truck, and then DS is driver's side, which is already installed. So you're going to take this, obviously place it on the passenger side, because this is the passenger side we're installing. You can see here no wheel liner, and one of the things to note is, again, the bolt that is already there. So we have to remove your tools. You should assemble them. What I use is a power tool with a 10mm extension, which is right here. You can use a regular ratchet and a regular socket. I put that in the power tool. One side requires two of these what they call Christmas tree fasteners with the little rubber washers, two bolts or two screws. These go in the center and they attach and hold the center area, two center holes, and two of these J-clips. So your first order of business is to basically remove the bolt over there, the 10mm bolt that's already on the truck, save it, and then put these J-clips on. So let's do that. Alrighty, so let's remove that bolt first. Now you do want to have the underside of this clean, so just make sure you clean it before you install this. There you go. And again, this washer and this bolt you want to save. There we go. So save it on the side and then start with those J-clips. So the J-clips are going to insert into the far holes, so not the center. So what you're going to do is you can take this first one and just pop it in here like so. It's going to be a little loose, but that's okay. And then do the same thing with the other one. Simple as that. Again, don't put it in the center because the wheel liner has to kind of be balanced, so it's going to go those two spots. Yeah, you can see it's a little dirty in here, so what I'm going to do is wipe this down a little bit just so that you're not covering all this dirt with the wheel liner. Okay, once you have everything set and clear, you're going to take the liner, make sure that the hole on this side here is facing towards the hole on the rear of the truck. There's no hole in the front, so hole on the rear of the truck, so that way you can try to align that, and then you're going to have those two holes that are going to align with the J-clips. So you're going to put it in slowly and then just clip it on the inside brow of the truck. All right, so that's it. The liner's in. Your holes should match up. If they don't, you want to push the liner up a little bit and just make sure that the edges are completely tucked in. There's going to be one that keeps popping out over here on the front, but you want to set it back in. There we go. Push it in. So go around the complete brow of the truck, make sure that the liner edge is tucked in. Once you do so, you want to grab your 2 bolts with the rubber washers. So these are the first ones you're doing. Again, make sure you leave the little fasteners on the side, and also leave the this is the original bolt that we're gonna put in last. So and take this and try to line it up as best possible. And these are gonna go into those J clips that we put in, so you can see one of them right there. So raise the liner up a little bit and hand tighten. You can do the actual socket or power tool later, but you want to hand tighten to make sure that it threads nicely. This one's good, and we'll do the same thing with the other one here. Okay, so we did the 2 bolts there. We got to do the back one. So this is the one that comes with the truck. The issue here is the other side almost had to drill it. I'll have to check it out later, but what you have to do is, what I discovered is push this. So push this side of the liner up and towards the truck and up in order for this to actually go in. And then thread it by hand. And now it's actually catching. So there we go. So I can feel the resistance. I can feel that it went in. The other side wouldn't go in properly, so it wasn't lining up. Now I don't know if it's because of the liner defect or I had to push this further up to line it up properly, but I had it set up correctly. It's just for some reason was not lining up where it was supposed to line up. So we'll see what's going on with that. All right, the last piece, again, we're going to tighten these with either the power tool or the actual socket, ratchet socket. But what we want to do is do the bottom holes. So there's one right there, and sorry, the light is kind of bad, but and another one right here. So these are done. You got to push it. Notice how when I push it, it's aligning up. So you actually have to push the what they call Christmas tree fastener through here, and then on the other side you got to put the rubber washer in, and that's how they actually connect. The rubber washer is being held by the ridges of that fastener, but you got to kind of pull this. So in order to aim this correctly, you got to kind of go on the other side, and probably can't see, but you got to go there in order to actually put the rubber washer in from the other side to line this up appropriately. Alright, there it is sticking out, and then you have to press it from the other side essentially. And that's what that looks like, basically. One side, and let's do the other side here. Same thing. Washer goes right there. And okay, so we have our other Christmas tree screw or whatever fastener there, and our 2 bolts and the one that comes with the truck. So we're going to tighten all these up. So again, just slightly there's that. There's the one. This one here. There we go. There's that. Liner has been installed. And then just make sure everything is good. Nothing sticking out. There you are. Wheel liner installed. Again, you want to do the other side if you haven't, but just make sure you aim correctly on that bolt that's already on the truck.